Hola a todos, aquí Tony 22 continuamos con los pilares de la Tierra de Hamleigh. Y en el capítulo anterior vimos cómo ardió la iglesia, cómo quedó reducida a cenizas y quieren construir una nueva. Estamos pidiendo aquí ayuda y a lo mejor conseguimos una reconciliación para que nos ayude el rey Esteban. Si conseguimos que confiese el Bartolomé. Pero bueno, ya veremos a ver qué ocurre. Vamos a hablar con la gente, vamos a ver qué hace por aquí. De momento tenemos aquí la torre del homenaje. Gran castillo digno de un rey. Estos me caen fatal. Otro grupo de nobles. Si les preguntamos acerca de...
Bishop Henry said Bartholomew is in the jail. Where was that again?
A ver, ¿dónde quedaban? Grupo de caballeros.
From what I heard, this is about the cathedral in Kingsbridge. It burned down.
Yes.
Then the king should help in some manner, but not by giving away English land to the church.
Did you not say Bishop Henry was the richest man in England? Then why is he not paying for the cathedral?
God has very tight purse strings, it seems.
¿Por qué será?
Bartholomew and his followers would have only been the first wave. Robert of Gloucester remains and he will attack.
And that's what you keep telling us. Maybe because the king likes to hear that you share his worries about Robert of Gloucester.
Robert of Gloucester wants to see his sister on the throne. He will attack. And the Welsh will fight on his side. You mark my words.
Estás por aquí. Sí.
No, I won't just leave. I must do something to help our priory.
Vale, pues... fondo del patio, puedo ir por aquí.
How could you let her get away? That little bitch.
Estaban por aquí.
Her mother.
She was here? Why?
To see her father, of course. But that won't help her. She has already made a fool of you once. Don't let it happen again.
No, mother.
Qué bitch es la madre, ¿eh? Madre mía. Lady Hamleigh tiene una mala de esto que... Oh.
Monk, it's about time you showed up.
Huh? Regan Hamleigh? We have not been formally introduced.
You are a fool.
¿Qué?
Is that formal enough for you, Monk? You don't understand any of this, do you? It's as if you've never set a single foot outside your little priory. Unbelievable.
How can I help you, Lady Hamleigh?
How you let yourself be used by those two greedy bishops, I'll never know. Ugh. Waleran wants the lands of the earldom for himself. Henry knows that. Say something. You don't believe me, do you, Monk?
Me gusta lo mismo, sí, bueno, ponemos en duda sus palabras. No voy a entrar en su juego.
Why would Waleran bring me then?
To plead his case. If Stephen had not believed him, Waleran would have sent you forward. I know you don't trust me, but your bishops are no different from me. You are at a crossroads.
Do you have a way to prove any of this?
Ride with my son, William. Just a few hours. I will prove to you that Waleran will betray you.
All right. I will ride with your son, if only to prove you wrong.
Very well. Maybe you're not a fool, after all. But do not let the bishops see you. William?
No me cae bien el hijo.
Ride with Father Philip. Do as I said.
Vale.
William Hamleigh declined to tell me where we were heading. He enjoyed keeping me in the dark and forcing me to follow his lead. Sometimes he sped ahead on his war horse and it took me some effort to catch up. But sooner or later he would stop and wait, sneering as I rejoined him.
Qué malo que es William. A darle aquí.
On one occasion, he stood there urinating against a rock. When I caught up with him, he turned without covering himself. He found my shock at his shameful behavior comical. He laughed, got back into the saddle, spurred his horse and rode off. Again, I followed, hoping this journey had not been another horrible mistake.
Me está haciendo perder tiempo para que no pueda hablar con Bartholomew.
Near a bridge, I found William with a group of washerwomen. He was shouting at them. When I arrived, I could only hear their replies. They said that they had not seen a girl or a boy fitting his description. A younger, blonde woman said that even if she had seen the girl, she would not tell him. Apparently, she had heard of William Hamleigh. William grabbed the startled-looking woman by the arm. He shoved his right hand under her skirt. She started crying. The other women asked William to stop, but were afraid to anger him. William turned and grinned when he saw me approaching.
Qué pedazo de cabrón. 2. Dijo William que se subió al caballo.
When he heard my words, William's grin faded. He pushed the young woman away. The other women looked at me in a strange way. They must have asked themselves why a monk would ride with such a man as William. We rode off, and William stared at me full of spite.
Me han visto y eso es malo, ¿sabes?
I told him I pitied him. I did not tell him why, because I had no words for it. We did not talk after that. Not for a long time. William talked to more strangers along the way. First, I believed he was asking for directions. Then I realized that money was changing hands. William was paying these people for information. I was glad that for now he had lost interest in hurting others. Then I saw an old woman pointing William to a bearded man on a horse.
¿Qué será ese hombre?
William called the man a horse thief. Then he grinned and signaled the puzzled man to get on his horse and ride with him. They rode faster and faster, and I could not hear what more they talked about.
Mantener las distancias. No sé si quiero escucharlo.
William bluntly threatened to have the man hanged for stealing a horse of his, and then ordered him to hunt down the real thieves in exchange for his life. The man laughed as if he had made a great bargain. William even paid him. Before the man rode off north, William mentioned a name. Aliena. And I prayed that whatever William's plan was, that it would fail. Then William waved at me to ride faster. I reckoned we had to be close to where Lady Hamleigh wanted us to go. Not long after, my stomach turned as I realized just where exactly we were bound.
Palacio del Obispo.
Just a moment.
What?
You know very well that Bishop Waleran is in Winchester now. So what are we doing here?
No idea. Mother never tells me anything. She treats me and Father like damn children. It's a wonder Father ever got to fuck her in the first place. But here I am, and I'm starving. Damn, I'm starving.
Where are you going?
In there?
No.
I'm sure the bishop would want to see me well fed. We won't be staying long, so whatever it is you gotta do it fast. How can I help you? How about you step aside?
Flipa, ¿sabes? ¿Por qué has enviado a Ryan Hamleigh hasta aquí? ¿Qué secreto oculta Walleran? Y no puedo hablar con nadie. Empalizada. Caballo. Aquí no creo que encuentre nada. ¿O sí? ¿Por qué hay tantos árboles ahí instalados? ¿Por qué está todo talado ahí? Qué mal rollo. Bueno, tengo la casa y el caballo. Vamos a entrar, pero dijo que no nos viene nadie, o sea que...
I shouldn't even be here. William forgot to close his saddlebag.
Oh, oh. Examinar. Carta fechada en enero de 1136. William, entiendo vuestra preocupación. Matar es pecado. El infierno aguarda a los pecadores. Pero ¿cómo puede ser pecado matar en nombre de Dios y de la Iglesia? En una guerra santa vuestra espada es la espada de Dios. Al igual que el arma que empuña cada valeroso caballero que se une en nuestras cruzadas en Tierra Santa. Su armadura es la fe y sus pecados serán perdonados. Sois la espada de Dios, y como obispo yo soy la mano del Señor. Mientras la mano guíe la espada, vuestros pecados serán absueltos. Obispo Walleran Bigot. Más rollito, más rollito. El pony es por donde venía yo.
I shouldn't even be here. What are we doing here? What am I asking you for? You just did what you were told.
No quiero utilizar nada. A ver.
Wayland's palace can't be why I'm here. Can it? This can't be it.
Pues si no me dejas entrar... No sé qué me queda por ver aquí.
What is that?
Todos los árboles cortados están haciendo algo ahí. Walleran tiene su propia obra. ¿Qué estará construyendo?
Is this why Regan Hamleigh thinks that Wayland wants the lands of Shiring for himself? He is the bishop. He can do as he pleases. Perhaps he's just building a guest house. No, it is too big for that. What in the name of Christ is he building out there?
Se quiere la tierra para cortarlo y hacer ahí su
What in
castillo.
the name of Christ is he
O una
building
catedral.
out there?
Esto no me va a servir aquí.
I have to find out more. I have to.
A mí no. ¿Puedo ir esta vez? No me deja ir. Pues... Espera. Si hago la palabra de Dios aquí...
The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?
Vale. Ahí hay alguien.
You, please. I saw you arriving with him. I don't know who you are, but you have to help me.
What happened?
He forced me to serve him food. He took the Lord's name in vain, and he pushed me and touched me.
Oh, God.
Está zumbado.
Ah, the monk. Oh. Did the boy call you? So what? Did he ask you for help?
You didn't have to say anything. I knew you would get us in trouble.
Trouble? Me? We're young men, he and I play rough. So what? I asked you to leave.
And that is what we will do. What will the bishop think of your behavior?
Listen, we're all on the same side here.
We are not.
You, me, him, we're all working for the bishop. He won't mind. I play rough, so what? We are all men of God. Well, I'm...
How are you working for the bishop?
You already forgot? I found you, back in Kingsbridge, when I escorted him.
You did not find me.
The bishop and I got talking. We have an understanding.
An understanding about what?
I took Earl's castle for him.
Your parents agreed to arrest Bartholomew because they wanted his earldom.
Who cares what they think? I felled Bartholomew's men with my sword. The old man was begging me for his life. On his knees, he begged me. I did it for the bishop.
What?
But hey, I'm sure you did great things for him as well. You think my father took Earl's castle?
No voy a decir nada.
To ride a horse. Even Mother said I'd be a better Earl.
It is time to leave.
Is it? This is the second time you've spoken to me as if I was some snot-nosed child. Get on your horse! Come on, say it again! I would have fucked that woman if it hadn't been for you.
And what would that have achieved?
She'd have learnt her lesson. And don't you think I noticed how you spied on me and that horse thief? I should kill you for that. I should. Let me tell you, I will fuck Bartholomew's whore of a daughter. I will fuck her good.
Joder.
I'm a man. Damn it, I'd fuck the boy if that was the only way to put him in his place. Hell, he looks like he'd enjoy it too.
Not even God would forgive those sins.
Of course he would. He already did. The bishop told me.
Then
Lol.
the bishop is wrong.
Hey, we're on the same side here. Now, we will stay here a while longer, as I've not finished eating. Shit.
Madre mía, qué pedazo de zumbado, ¿sabes? Y ahora te voy a mandar la palabra de Dios.
Has Bishop Waleran ever shown you the scripture?
He told me of it. What do you think?
Esto es siempre, parece que William lo tiró sin más. Vamos a guardarlo. se puede tirar la comida. Ni la bebida. Cuchillo me lo quedo. Señal, reiría a William.
If the bishop finds out about this, he will not be pleased. Throw them into the blazing furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
What?
Hell. It is a depiction of hell.
The bishop said the relief intimidates even his most impious visitors. They all fear death. I'm not afraid to die. Do not fear those who kill the body. Rather fear him who can destroy both soul and body. In hell. Who's he?
The devil. A fallen angel.
I have nothing to be afraid of. The cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters and all liars. Their souls are the devil's. They will all go to hell. Stop it! Hell is far away. I'm not afraid.
Viajarás al infierno.
Make him go. I want him to leave. Now.
Sí, sí, espérate.
And if anyone's name was not found written in the book of life, he was thrown into the lake of fire.
What's that? It's from the scripture. The end of days.
The second death of the sinners.
Bishop Waleran said that if a sinner stares into the flame, the devil stares back from the lake of fire. What?
I can't see it. What is it?
We ride back to Winchester. Now!
Vale, ya lo hemos acojonado.
What happened?
Maybe he saw things to come.
How can I thank you?
Tell me, what is being built out there?
What?
A substantial construction is underway, it seems.
Yes, but
What is it?
a castle. The bishop is building a castle.
Un castillo. ¿Y por qué no una iglesia? Está construyendo un castillo y se queda sin recursos.
A castle? Why a castle?
I don't know. It is not for me to ask or question the bishop.
Of course.
And I doubt it's for you to question him either. That man, William, had no idea why you two came here, had he? You came here to spy on the bishop. You brought this man here. Leave! Go! But leave the table where?
I only wanted to tidy up the table.
Hostia, hice mal en coger las cosas, ¿sabes? Se van a acordar de mí.
There you are. My son seemed thoughtful when he returned.
You priests and your talk. You'll always get to him.
He seemed more excited after talking to your bishop, though. Then again, we know Waleran is good with words. Don't we, my husband?
Of course, yes.
Speaking of Waleran, what did you find, monk?
A construction site.
Ah. So Waleran has a building project of his own. Did you also find out what he is building?
A castle.
Yes. He is building a castle for himself. And he used up every stone and every tree on his own lands. He claims he wants Bartholomew's land for your cathedral. But what Waleran wants is a castle.
He's always been like that.
Not long ago, you doubted my word. Do you still doubt me now, Father?
No.
What do you want from me?
As Prior of Kingsbridge, you will agree that my husband shall have the whole earldom of Shiring.
And why would I do you a favor like that?
Because we will support the rebuilding of your cathedral with our stones and our timber.
The king can live up to all of his promises, and Waleran gets nothing.
That is our offer. What do you say?
Hostia, no me hagas pensar.
No, we have no deal.
Why not?
We made you a good offer.
You need me. The king still considers giving all the lands of the earldom to Waleran to rebuild our cathedral. You need this deal with me just as much as I do.
This is... Oh. We taught this fool well, it seems.
What are your terms, Father?
No terms, no deals. This is not who I am.
Suit yourself. Remember, I warned you. I know you started all of this, not Waleran. You will see his true face when he does not get what he wants. And remember, what happens next will be on your head.
Vale.
Good day.
You come to visit someone in my jail, Father? Or do you want to pick out a nice warm cell for yourself?
How dare you?
Oh, I'm just pulling your leg. See? A smile, just for you, Father.
¿Se ha zumbado?
Bishop Henry sends me.
The bishop, eh? What does he want?
He wants me to talk to Bartholomew of Shiring.
Bartholomew of Shiring? Ha! It's only Bartholomew now. It's his 4th day without bread. Soon he won't even be Bartholomew anymore.
Bartholomew. I am Brother Philip. Could you forgive those that wronged you?
Only God forgives. A monk should know that.
¿Se da pena morir por vuestra conspiración?
Why did you go against the king?
Stephen sent you. Why would you side with the usurper?
I was asked to make you confess.
Stronger men tried that before you. Why should I confess to you?
Your people found refuge in my priory. Your confession will help me to give them work and shelter.
I have no sins to confess. My only regret is that I failed.
I will not tell the king that. They will kill you.
They have already done that. Monk, tell them that I confessed.
To what?
All of it. Treason.
But...
The son shall not suffer for the
El hijo no cargará con la culpa del padre.
Tell Stephen that as well.
You know the scripture.
Richard and Aliena, my children, they must live.
And a good day to you too, father.
Vale, pues ya no están... Así que están los... Esta gente que no me cae bien. ¿Y si le hago esto? Ah, esto.
Ah, Philip, what is it?
Would you not rather build a castle, my bishop?
What?
A castle like this, I mean. Do you not find this place remarkable? Winchester Castle.
Of course. It is.
About Bartholomew's confession.
Maybe you can get him to confess.
I do not believe my prior can do more than you could, Henry.
Perhaps he knows he will die, no matter what he says.
He confessed to everything, but he asks for clemency for his children.
Good. I will let my brother know what we have achieved today once he returns from the hunt.
Good, Philip. You did well.
About Bartholomew's children.
My brother was never one to judge a man by the deeds of his father. Still, I shall mention Bartholomew's request to him.
Maybe I should come back tomorrow.
Yes, there is not much a monk can do here.
Yes, your bishop and I will do what we can to help your priory.
My loyal subject, Percy Hamleigh, today becomes the Earl of Sharing. Of the former Earl's possessions, Percy shall have the castle. And all the land that is tenanted to knights, and all farmlands, pastures, forests, and quarries.
I swear by all that is holy to be your liegeman, and to fight for you against any other.
My king...
Ah, yes. Of course, I have not forgotten the worries of my bishops. The Earl of Sharing himself, Percy here, solved this problem for me. Thanks to him, I can uphold my promise. Don't worry, Bishop Waleran. Kingsbridge shall be rebuilt. Percy told me of a man here whom my brother has not yet introduced. Come forward, Prior.
My brother, may I present to you Philip of Gwynedd?
My king.
You seem afraid. What are you worried about?
I have heard that Robert of Gloucester might ride against you as well. That worries me, my king.
Why is it that all of my liege men have less sense than you? I shall not forget you or your words, Philip of Kingsbridge. But we shall deal with Robert and his sister another day. Now, about the arrangement between you and Percy Hamleigh. He told me that he wants to support you in financing timber and stone for your new cathedral. I wholeheartedly agree with the plan you two have devised. It shall be done.
But...
Pero no me llega a ningún acuerdo.
It seems unnecessarily complicated to give the land to the bishop. Percy told me that you, Father Philip, share that sentiment.
No,
he told me it was your idea to take up the burden of managing the rebuilding of the cathedral yourself.
Wonderful.
I'm glad that we all were able to help you, Bishop Waleran, in this pressing matter. After all you have done for me.
Thank you, Lord King.
Bartholomew lost everything in his attempt to end my reign. This morning he was found dead in his cell.
Joder.
I've heard that you, Prior, worry for his children, Richard and Aliena. While they shall lose their status, their name, and their land, they shall go free, wherever they are.
You must be very proud, Lady Hamleigh.
Of course. Father Philip has been very understanding in
Hija de puta.
Yes, he is remarkable. Very remarkable.
Pero él está cabreado, ¿eh? Pero yo no llegué a ningún acuerdo.
You sowed the wind, Philip.
No llegué a ningún acuerdo. ¡Hola! La que se va a liar. Capítulo 6, los Hamleigh. Fuiste a ver a Bartolomeo al calabozo. Fuiste al palacio del obispo con William y revelaste el secreto de Waleran. El siervo del obispo de Waleran cree que eres un ladrón y sospecha de ti. El rey Esteban quedó impresionado por tu discurso político. No lo olvidará. Los Hamleigh hicieron creer al rey que colaboraste con ellos. Y el obispo de Waleran cree que lo has traicionado. Madre mía. Madre mía. La que se avecina. Capítulo 7. Capítulo final del libro 1.
Is everyone ready?
Yes, everyone will be there. I don't see why I have to come.
Listen, I know you were the one who stole the keys. Philip knows that as well, but he never told anyone, not even Remigius. We believe you can do better. You will do better. The least you can do now is show respect for our prior. Is that understood, Brother Marcus?
Yes.
What was that?
Yes, of course. But how are we to pray and contemplate like this? I don't dare even to send my choir out there.
We shall get used to it, all of us.
We must be thankful for all of this, for each noise, each face that disturbs us here.
We shall start with the chancel, then gradually work our way from east to west. That's the way it's done, the way I was taught to do it.
I value your enthusiasm, my dear Mason, but so far we're only cleaning up. I haven't even considered hiring a master builder yet, neither you nor anyone else.
May I show you some drawings?
By all means.
Con forma de cruz, lo que es la iglesia.
When we walk around the site, we mark where the walls will be, the pillars, the doors and buttresses. Now for that we need a plan like this, to tell us where to place our pegs and strength.
Is this how birds would see our church?
Exactly. The nave is on the left. It has 6 bays.
And the chancel?
The chancel will have 4 bays.
I can see the transept is 2 bays wide, so it will be 12 in total. It does look splendid, but isn't that rather small?
Well, can you afford to build it bigger?
I have trouble affording it at all. Percy Hamleigh would support us with timber and stone, but how do we pay the workers? But only God knows if it will be enough. I don't suppose you have any idea how much this would cost.
No más de 3.000 libras, optimista, por lo menos 3.000 libras.
You never know what might happen, but give or take, we'll need at least £3,000.
I've spent the last few weeks working out the annual income of the Priory. Here's the answer. £300 a year. And we spend every penny. Go on now, show me the rest of your drawing.
If you were facing the cathedral with the front wall torn down, you would see it like this.
Interesting. What's that, coming out from above the entrance?
That's the tower, of course.
I thought so, but why is it right above the nave? Shouldn't it be closer to the transept?
Oh, don't be fooled. The tower is, of course, farther back, but one can't show depth in a drawing.
Ah, of course. How high will it be?
Twice as high as the rest. It makes for quite an awe-inspiring view.
It also sounds very expensive. Tell me more about the nave.
The nave will be about 32 feet high and will appear even higher.
Drawing the eye heavenward with its loftiness.
Well said. A chamber worthy of God.
I always wondered how walls this high could hold up so well.
Let me know when you've decided on the tower's height.
Well, first I have to decide if you are even the right man for the job.
Ay, qué pesadito.
You recognize the aisles?
Of course. I've been in quite a few churches in my time.
Did you know then that their purpose is to support the nave?
Fascinating. I must say, you do know your craft, Master Builder.
Resumen.
Imagine you're standing in the center of the nave, looking at the wall. This is what you see.
Are those windows?
Right, but that's not all. On top are the clear-story windows.
Vale.
On the lowest level are the pillars of the arcade. They're joined by arches making up the bays. Through the archways you can see the windows in the aisle. Shall I go on?
Yes, yes, of course. I was just thinking. Keep going.
Starting right in the middle is the Tribune Gallery.
I can see you've put a lot of thought into this. I was just wondering... How long would this take to build? You can take your time with that answer.
Con 60, entre 8 y 10 años.
Well, that depends on how many people you employ. If you hire 30 masons with enough labourers, apprentices, carpenters and smiths, they will be done in 15 years.
I wish my monastic officials had your ability to think ahead and calculate. So, I need to find £200 a year. It doesn't sound so bad when you put it that way. You really want to build this cathedral yourself, don't you?
Yes, Father. I want you to appoint me Master Builder.
Why?
Porque ha sentido hambre.
Because he wants to give people hope.
Is that so? Then answer me this one last question. If people were to enter your church, what image would they see crowning the tympanum above the entrance?
El tímpano de la iglesia.
One of Judgment Day, to teach people to be good? Or one of Paradise, to remind them of God's mercy?
Show them hell, so that they're afraid to do bad things.
I'd rather see trees and animals.
Recordar la misericordia de Dios.
It should be the promise of a better life. Therefore, it will show heaven.
Yes.
This is quite exciting, isn't it, brother?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Francis.
I'm just glad that I can be a part of this. In the past year, I was often afraid that my involvement in politics might turn out, well, let's just say that I'm glad that I can still be by your side, Philip. And for that, I thank God. And I thank you too.
Papa, will there be statues inside?
Statues?
Oh. That's enough, children. It's time you went out and played.
Vale, vamos a ver si nos deja ya parar, porque no era un momento para cortar.
Prior.
Yes?
My first wife, Agnes. She died without a priest, and she's buried in unconsecrated ground. Sometimes a man builds a chapel, or founds a monastery, in the hope that in the afterlife God will remember his piety. I just wonder, do you think my design might serve to protect Agnes's soul?
God no longer asks for blood sacrifices, for the ultimate sacrifice has already been made. But the lesson of Abraham's story is that God demands the best we have to offer, that which is most precious to us. So you must ask yourself, is this design the best thing you could offer?
Except for my children. Yes.
And then rest easy, Tom Builder. God will accept it.
Vale, contrato de colaboración. Vamos a examinar un momento. Contrato fechado el 1 de febrero de 1136. Yo, Philip de Winner, en representación del priorato de Kingsbridge, nombro a Tom Builder, maestro constructor de la catedral de Kingsbridge. El priorato proporcionará 200 libras al año en concepto de materiales y artesanos. Los plazos de construcción se ajustan en consecuencia y deberán adherirse a los planes aprobados por el prior. A cambio de su labor, Tom Builder y su familia podrán hacer uso de una vivienda privada y alimentarse en los comedores del priorato. El contrato queda sujeto a cambios en la tesorería del priorato e incluye la posibilidad de una futura compensación monetaria por la labor desempeñada por el maestro constructor. Firmada por prior Philip de Winher y Tom Builder. Vale, vamos a dejar el capítulo aquí, un capítulo que se me ha alargado bastante, pero que no podía cortar ahí por cómo estaba el tema. Un placer estar con todos vosotros, cada vez se va poniendo más interesante los Pilares de la Tierra y espero de que me sigáis aquí en el canal. Nos vemos muy pronto. Hasta luego, gente. Chao.